Hello students, today we are starting a new chapter, squares and square roots. Your chapter number 3. Now obviously I suppose everyone knows what you mean by square. For example, in case if I say what is the square for 3, what will do? 3 into 3 is 9. Square of 6, 6 into 6. So similarly, whenever you multiply the number by itself, that is said to be your square, and vice versa. In case if you have 100, what is square root of 100? So obviously square root means this. The square root of 100 is nothing but 10 square. Students, understand that whenever you write this root, if nothing is written over here, it's understood that 2 is there. And any number from this root can come out if the power inside the root is equal to the root over here. Power inside is equal to the root. So can you see 2 and 2 are same? That means they cancel and the answer will be 10. Similarly, in case if I have root 225, so that is nothing but 15 square, and then over here nothing is written, it's obviously 2 will get cancelled, answer is 15. Now over here there are few things which you should know. That is compulsory, each and every student should know the squares from 1 to 30. I am 100% sure that almost all the students will be knowing the squares till 12. After that 13, 14, 15 till 30 you should know properly. So it will definitely help you with respect to your calculation also. So now over here, whenever I will square, that means I just want you all that whenever we meet next time, okay, I'll be asking you the squares from 1 to 30 and should be perfectly fine with the entire 1 to 30 ka squares. So please learn and give this 1 to 30 ka orals to your parents. Now over here, I will show you few things, few tricks that looking at the number only you come to know that this particular number is not a perfect square. Like for example, I can say 225 is a perfect square of 15. That is 15 plus square is 225. 100 is a perfect square for 10 plus 10 plus square is 100. Now, for example, looking at the number, can you say it's a perfect square or not? So yes, you can. Any number which has 2, 3, 7, 8 as a unit place will not be a perfect square. That means in the unit place, if you see it's 2, it's 3, it's 7 or 8. But looking at the number only, you can say what? It is not a perfect square. That means if I say 528, 627, 723, you know that looking at the place, the unit place is what? 2, 3, 7, 8. That is not a perfect square. Okay, so they can ask you, they can give you few numbers and they'll say find whether this number is perfect square or not. So looking at this number only you come to know it's not a perfect square if it has 2, 3, 7, 8 as a unit place. Now, few more tricks. In case if that is say you have to find the square of any number which has 5 in the unit place. Which has 5 in the unit place. In case if you want to find a square of 15 only, chalo. So now you have to just take the number which is other than the 5, that means 1. After 1 what comes? Obviously 2. Now 1 into 2. 1 into 2 is how much? 2. And 5 ka square is how much? 25. Hence the answer is 225. You can do any particular sum which has 5 as a unit place ka square by this method. Example, I'll take a little bigger number now, 35. After 3 what comes? 4. 3 4s are 12. 5 ka square, 25. Example one more, 65. Now after 6 what comes? 7. 6 7s are 42. 5 ka square, 25. Hence, now you will know how to find the square of any number which has 5 as a unit place. Similarly, you can also find the square of any number which you might be knowing also which has unit place as 0. So 10 ka square. So obviously yes, 1 into 1 is 1 and there are 2 zeros. 30. 3 3s are 9 and 2 zeros. 70. 7 7s are 49 and 2 zeros. That means now you know a square of any number which has what unit place as 5 or 0 you can find. That means here also in case of ask you from 12 to 30. Obviously 15 ka square now you know, 25 ka you know, 20 you know and 30 you know. That means 4 things are already done. So the remaining things now obviously you have to learn and give to your parent. Now we will start over here how to find the squares using different methods. There are different methods to find squares. The first method what we will do is prime factorization method. What is it? We'll start. Before this, how I've shown you the square. Okay, like 15 plus square, 35 square, 65 square. Similarly, if I want to find the square root, then how to do it? So for example, if I have 2025 and I want to find the square root for this, first I will remove 25. Okay, now what is left? 20. Now I'll find the factors of it. 2 tens are 2, 5s are 5, 1s are. After this now, I have to find two numbers which are consecutive. Consecutive is what? After 3 what comes? 4. After 4 comes 5. That means any two numbers from this vector which are consecutive I have to find. Here 1 1s are. So 2 2s are 4. 5 1s are 5. Can I say 4 and 5 are consecutive? Yes. And if you multiply 4 into 5, again it is 20 also. So when you get such two consecutive numbers, the product of which is a number, the factor of which you have found, then the one which is smaller, you can take that. Out of two consecutive numbers, the number which is smaller, and the 25 root, that is 5. So that means 45 is the square of 2025, square root of 2025 is 45. Square root of this is 45. Similarly, I'll give one more number. 9025. 25 we keep aside. Now 90. So 2 45s are, 3 15s are, 3 5s are, 5 1s are. So now students, again my work is what? To find two consecutive numbers. So in case if you just take first 2, 2 these are 6 and 5 is 15. 6 and 15 are not consecutive numbers. So obviously this combination will not work over here. Now I can just see 5 2s are 10, 3 3s are 9. 9 and 10 are consecutive, yes. 9 10s are 90, yes. Now which is smaller? 9. And 25 ka square root is how much? 5. So 95 ka square is 9025. Or in other words, the square root of 9025 is nothing but 95. And one more thing I have shown you, that in case if I have 3 square and here there is 2, then this power, this root and this power can cancel and the answer will only be 3. So this is just an introduction, and now we'll start solving the sums. First we'll just find how to find the squares and then square root by prime factorization method. Start. Now students, question 1 is find the squares of each of the following. There are 8 sub-questions, out of which we'll do 4. And the second question is, using prime factorization method, find which of the following are perfect square. That means I'll explain you obviously how to find the perfect square or not, but the method uses what? Prime factorization method. Now, question first, second part. Find the square of 137. Okay, square means what, students, over here? Square, meaning 137 into 137. Whenever you multiply the number by itself, it is said to be what? Your squaring. So 137 into 137, the answer what you get is your final answer is 18,769. Now similarly, I'll just write the question. Question 3. If it's 4.17 the square, I have told you I have to multiply this number by itself. And the answer will be 4 4s are 16, 17 7s is 289. Answer. Then here first I will convert this to a mixed fraction. I will convert this into an improper fraction. That is 4 will go here. 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 upon 4 into 11 upon 4 is 121 upon 16, which I can convert again into a mixed fraction because they are given to me in mixed fraction. Okay. So over here Now 0.01 into 0.01. Students, over here, what you have to do is, whenever there is so many decimals, you just have to multiply number by number. 1 ones are 1. Now how many decimals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Answer is 0.001. And last is 4.6 ka square, which is 4.6 into 4.6, 0.16. So with this, we have finished your first question. Just find the squares. Question number 2 and question number 3, both the cases we just have to find using prime factorization method whether they are perfect squares or not. So now we'll start with question number 2. Question 2, the first is 2, 5, 2. Students, looking at the question, can you say whether it's perfect square or not? Obviously yes, because I've told you 2, 3, 7, 8 in the unit place. That means if it's 2, 100% this is not perfect square, but they have asked us using prime factorization method. So I'll explain you now how to do that. 2 ones are 2 12s are 2 6 are 2 6 are 2 3s are 3 2 1 3 7 and 7 1. It is not a perfect square for the reason, can I see that here when I say it's a square, then each and every number, a prime factor number, has to be what? A square. So here 2 into 2 is 2 ka square. Done. 3 into 3, 3 square. But here I do not have what? 7 ka square. I just have only 1 7. Hence, obviously this is not a perfect square, because if it's a perfect square, each and every number ka there will be a square. In case if I ask you, can I make this a square? You will say yes, you can. How? If I can make 7 ka square, so now if I want to make 7 ka square, the same number, if I multiply by 7, that means here one more 7 will come, and now I'll get what? 7 ka square also. That means in the case 2 of 2 they ask me, it's not a perfect square. But if they ask you that what number you can multiply and make it what? A perfect square. So obviously you know what is missing for the 7 ka square. Only 7 is missing, so you multiply 7. Similarly, they can ask you what number you can divide and get a perfect square. So obviously you know that over here, this was perfect square, this was perfect square. So if I divide this number by 7, so if I divide this number by 7, this 7 will definitely now go. And if the 7 goes, obviously what is left? 2 square and 3 square. So then also it's a perfect square. That means even if it's not a perfect square, you can make it perfect square by multiplying or dividing. For multiplication, you have to multiply the same number. For dividing, you have to divide the same number. And then you get what? The perfect square. But here they have asked me whether just to find this perfect square or not. Now obviously the answer is it is not a perfect square. Second, 324. So 2, 281, 327, 39, 33 and 31. So 2 ka square, 3 ka square, 3 square square. That means each and every number have a square. So I can say yeah, it is a perfect square. Can I say that this now is a perfect square? Now we'll do the question number 4. 1, 2, 2, 5. So if it goes, obviously I just want to know whether it goes in Zika table or not. How will come to know whether it goes in Zika table? Just add everything. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. Is 10 divided by 3? No, that means it doesn't go in Zika table. We start at 5. 5 2s are 10. 5 4s are 20. 5 5s are 25. 5 4s are 20. 5 9s are 7. 7 7 1. So the answer is 5 square and 7 square. Yeah, it is a perfect square. 5 2 9 1 6. So 2 1s are 2 4s are 2 5s are 2 8s are 2 7s are 2 29s are 3 2s are 6 3 4s are 3 3s are 3 8 3 1 3 27 3 9 3 3 and 3 1. So can I say again, this is a perfect square for 2, perfect square for 3, 3, 3. Therefore, each and every number has a perfect square, therefore it's a perfect square. Next is question number Sixth, which is 3528. Looking at the number only, I can say it is not perfect square because it has 8 in the unit place. Okay, now we'll do the 8th sum. 9075. So 5 18s are, 5 1s are, 5 15s are, 5 3s are 15, 31 5 6 are, 3 1 2 1, 11 11s are, 11 1s are. So obviously I can see there is a 5 ka square, there is 11 ka square, but there is 3 is only what? A single number. It doesn't have a square, therefore it's not a perfect square. In case if I want to make it perfect square, then students have to do, obviously if I want to multiply, then I multiply 3, and if I want to divide, I divide by 3. In both the cases I can get the perfect square. Now question number 3 is exactly same, just one step ahead. We also have to find the perfect square. So the first question is 441. So it's very important because here I will show a method also how to present the sum. So now 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12, 3 7s are, 3 4 3 9, 7 and 7. So now here 441 is nothing but 3 into 3, that is 3 ka square and 7 ka square. So the moment I take this in a square root sign, this also will come in the square root sign. And as I have told you, that nothing is mentioned, it's 2. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So if they get cancelled, what is left? Only 3. 2 will get cancelled, what is left? 7. 3 7s are 21. That is square root of 441 is 21. This is the presentation for the sum. Next question, 784. The second part. So now 784 ka square root will be 2 3s are 6, 2 9s are 2 2s are, 2 1 9 6, 2 9 2 8, 2 49, 7 and 7. So 2 square, 7 square. So first I write 784 is 2, 2 and 7. Now I'll put a square root ka sign. So here also I'll put square root ka sign. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So here this 2 get cancelled. What is left? 2. Power gets cancelled. 2. Power gets cancelled. 7. 2 2s are 4, 4 7s are 28. 28 is the square root of 784. Now we'll go for the fourth sum, 3969. All are same. 3 1s are, 3 3s are, 3 2s are, 3 3s are, 3 4s are, 3 4s are, 3 1, 3 1s are, 3 4s are, 3 7s are, 3 4, 3 9, 7 and 7. So 1369 is again 3 square and 7 square. So if I take a square root, here also square root, then 3 square, 7 square. So now what is left is 3 and 7. 9 7s are 63. Next is 6th. 5929. So now 5 plus 9 is 14, 14 plus 2 is 16, 16 plus 9 is 25. 25 is not goes by 3, so it will not go in 3 ka table, it will not go in 5 ka table. So obviously I will go for now 7. So 7 8s are 56, 32, 7 4s are 28, it goes in 7 ka table. So 7 8s are 56, 56 32, 7 4s are 28, 49, 7 7s are. Again 7 12s are, 7 1s are. Now 11 11s are and 11 1s are. So yeah, 5 8 2 9 is nothing but 7 square into 11 square. Under root 5 8 2 9 is under root 7 square 11 square. So 77 is square root of 5929. Now 8281, the 8th sum. 3 goes in 7 ka table. So 7 ones are 7, 12, 7 ones are 7, 58, 7 is 56, 21, 7 threes are. Now 7 ones are 7, 48, 7 sevens are 7, 6 are 42, 63, 7 nines are, and then 13 into 13. So 8 2, 8 1 is 7 square, 13 square. Under root 8 2, 8 1 is 7 under root. And the answer is 7 into 13, which is 91. So we have solved question number 3 ka 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and we have just showed how to find the square root of prime factorization method. Question number 4, again the same thing. Find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be multiplied to get a perfect square, and also find the square root of the resulting number. Students, remember when I have done the question number 2, in that I have showed that when it is not a perfect square, so what number you can multiply and get a perfect square, what number you can divide and get a perfect square, that is what we are doing it over here. Here specifically they have asked what? Just what number to multiply. That means whatever numbers they have given, 100% they will not be perfect square. We have to multiply certain number to make it a perfect square, and after making perfect square we have to find also is the square of which number. Start with the first sum. Fourth graph first, 588. As students you can see the last number is 8, 2, 3, 7, 8. So 8 obviously not perfect square. We'll find now. So 2, 29, 2 4s are, 2 14s are, 2 7s are, 3 49s are, 7 7s are, 7 1s are. So students, you can see over here that this is 2 ka square, this is 7 ka square. The number which doesn't have a square is 3. So what I have to multiply to make it a perfect square? Obviously 3. So first they asked me the number to be multiplied. So number to be multiplied will be 3. Now the number after multiplying, you will get it as 588 into 3, because you multiply by 3. So 588 into 3 value is 1764, and now you have to find the square root. So again you don't have to find the prime factors. Already prime factors are available with us. Just we have multiplied 3 over here. So now when I write 1764, this will be 2 square, then 3 into 3, 3 square, because after multiplying 3 I have got 1764. So now this 3 is included, and then now last is 7 square. So under root 1764 will be under root 2 square, 3 square and 7 square. The answer is 2 into 3 into 7, which is 6 sevens are 42. So answer is 42. Now question number 2. Again you can see it's 2592. Last way there is 2. It's not a perfect square. So 2 12s are, 2 9s are, 2 6s are, 2 6s are, 2 4s are, 2 8s are, 2 3, 2 1 6, 2 8 1, 3 27, 3 9, 3 3 3 1. So this is 2 ka square, 2 ka square, 3 ka square, 3 ka square. That means this number 2 is left without the square. So same thing, number to be multiplied will be 2. So first I'll write over here number to be multiplied number after multiplying will be 2592 into 2, that is 5184. And now the square root, obviously it's very simple. 2 square, 2 square, 2 square, 1, 2 and 3, and then 3 square, 3 square. When I write the square root ka sign, the after square root sign on both the sides. 5184, 2 square, 2 square, 2 square, 3 square, 3 square, and the answer is 2, 2, 2 and 3, 3. 2 2s are 4, 4s are 8, 8 3s are 24, 24 3s are 72 is the answer. 8 into 9 is 72. Done. Next, I've done first and second, I'll do fourth sum. 3 3 8 0. So now 3 3 8 0, again I'll find the factors. 2 16 2 9 0, then 2 8s are 2 45s are 5 1s are 5 6s are 5 9s are 13 13s are 13 1s are. So now 2 ka square 13 ka square. Why don't I have squares of 5? I have to multiply 5. So number to be multiplied is 5 and number after multiplying of which you have to find the square is 3380 into 5 6900. So now 16900 is nothing but 2 ka square, 5 ka square and 13 ka square under root 16900. So under root 2 square, 5 square, 13 square is 2 into 5 into 13. That's 130 is the answer. So with this, students, we have finished question number 4 also. Now we start with question number 5. 4th and 5th, there's only one difference. Here they have asked what number to be multiplied. In 5th question, they have asked what number to be divided. But everything else will be the same only. Question 5th. By which this number should be given number be divided to obtain perfect square? The same thing I've told you. So now again 1728 is the first sum. As you know, last number is 8, will have a perfect square. So 1728 ka factors first I'll find. 2 8s are, 2 6s are, 2 4s are. 2 4, 2 3, 2 2, 2 16, 108, 54, 27, 39, 33 and 1. Perfect square, perfect square, perfect square, perfect square. That means what is left, student? 3. That means here instead of multiplying, I have to divide by 3. So I divide by 3, this 3 and 3 will go. That means now what we left only is this much part. So here first, what I write over here, number to be divided is 3 and number after dividing, what you will get will be 1728 divided by 3. So after divide, the number will be 3 5s are 3 5s are 22, 3 7s are and 3 6s are. So the answer is 576. Now for this we have to find the square root. I have told you know, you have to find again when you are dividing them, this 3 will go now. So what is left is only 2 square, 2 square, 2 square and 3 square. That's all. 2, 2, 2 and 3. So under root 576 will be under root 2 square, 2 square. That means when you are putting a square root over here, so you have to put the square root on the other side also. Always. And that will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. That is 8 3s are 24 is the answer. So this is the same thing what we did in question number 4. There we are multiplied. Here we are dividing. Now question number 5th ka third part. Seven seven six. So 2 3s are, 2 8s are, 2 8s are, 2 8s are. 21944, 29, 27, 22, 2 4s are 8, 2 8s are 16, 2 6 are, 2 2s are 4s are 3s are, 381, 327, 39 and 33 and 31. So 2 square, here 2 is left, 3 square, here 3 is left. That means I have to divide by 2 and 3. That means 2 also and 3 also. That means number to be divided. Why here like this? Because 2 ka also perfect square is not there and 3 ka also perfect square is not there. The number to be divided will be 2 into 3, that is 6, and number after dividing, what you will get will be what? 776 divided by 6. So 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 6 9s are 54, 6 6 are 36. 1 2 9 6. So 1 2 9 6 is nothing but 2 ka square. Done. Now 3 ka square, 3 ka square. So under root 1296 will be under root 2 square, 2 square, 3 square and 3 square. So that is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. 4 into 9 is 36 is the answer. Fifth ka 4, 820, 24410, 22205, 3 7s are, 3 3s are, and then 3 5s are. 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are, 3 5s are. Now 5 4s are, 5 9s are, 7 and 7. That means the number which does not have perfect square is only 5. So I have to divide by 5. The number to be divided be 5, and number after dividing you will get it as what? 8820 divided by 5, 1764. Now it will be 2 square, 3 square, 5 I have divided, so it's gone now. Now 7. So 2 square, 3 square, 7 square. So when I take 1764 ka root, it will be 2 square, 3 square, 7 square. So 2 into 3 into 7, 6 7s are 42 is the answer. So by this we have finished your 5 questions. Now we start the 6. The students of the class arranged a picnic. Each student contributed as many rupees as the number of students. So what's the condition, students, over here? Each student contributed as many rupees. That means the contribution what each student will give will be equal to the number of students. That means each student contribution will be equal to the number of students. So can I say let the number of students be X? So obviously now the contribution and the number of students both are how much? X. Okay. So let's give a simple example. In case let us say there were 10 students who have arranged picnic. So obviously if there are 10 students, each student will contribute how much? Obviously equal to the number of students. That means there are 10 students. So each student will contribute 10 rupees. So what is the total collection? So you will say, sir, 10 students, each is contributing 10 rupees. Total contribution will be what? 10 into 10, 100. In case if one person is contributing 30 rupees and there are 30 students, 30 into 30 is how much? 900. Similarly over here, the number of students are also X and the contribution also is what? What each student is giving, the contribution also is X. So the total contribution will be nothing but X into X, which is nothing but X square. But they have given us the total contribution was 1156. So the total contribution was how much? 1156. So it's square. To find this, I have to do a square root. That means if X square is 1156, and now if I want to find only X, that means I have to do a square root. So if I do square root over here, I have to do square root over here also. And now I'll find the factors. So you should see. Now the 17 square you should know. That means you should know the square from 1 to 30. So now this will be under root 2 square, 17 square. So 2 into 17 is 34. So you understood, students, X square, how I got? Number of students into each student contribution. X square is this. If I want to find the value of X, that means I have to what? Square root. X square, obviously if I write X, the X is square root of X square. And in here the square root we have to find. So answer is 34. What they have asked? Find the strength of the class. That means the total number of students. Then the strength, the number of students, so you can say strength of the class is 34 students. Question number 6. Now question number 7. In an auditorium the number of rows is equal to the number of chairs in each row. Okay, now students, let us say if I have 4 rows, so row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Each row has how many chairs? Equal to the number of rows. That means there are 4 rows, no? So each row will have 4 chairs. So same way here also 4 chairs in each row. So tell me now, total there are how many number of chairs? So obviously what you say, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here also 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 into 4. The total number of chairs in my case is 4 into 4, that is 16. What you have done? 4 means 4 rows, and into 4 means the chairs in each row. So 4 into 4 rows, you get the answer. Similarly, the number of rows over here is equal to number of chairs. Let it be x. So the number of chairs, the total number of chairs will be number of rows into number of chairs in each row, that is x square. But they have given the total number of chairs as 2025. Okay, I'll read the question. In an auditorium, the number of rows is equal to number of chairs in each row. If the capacity is the total number of chairs available in the auditorium is 2025. Find the number of chairs in each row. That means I have to find number of chairs in each row, which is nothing but x. So again, x square is 2025. If I take a square root, 2025. Now I have to find the factors. So x is under root 5 square, 3 square and 3 square. So 5 into 3 into 3. 15 3s are 45. That means the numbers of chairs in each row is 45. Find the least square number, which is exactly divisible by 8, 9, 10 and 15. So students over here, I want to find the square which is exactly divisible. Remember with students, whenever you want to find the number which is properly divisible by all these numbers, no, it means you have to take the LCM. That is because I find the LCM, I come to know that what is the number which is divisible by 8 also, 9 also, 10 also, 15 also. So first I will find a simple LCM. So 2 4s are 2 5s are 9 15 come as it is. Then 2 2s are nothing is divisible. 2 1s are nothing is divisible. 3 3s are 3 5s are 3 1s are and 5 1s are. Now students, this is the number I have. When I multiply all these numbers now, 100% all these numbers will be divisible. Agreed. But they have asked me perfect square. So perfect square by the same method that I have to find that which number I have to multiply to make it perfect square. So here 2 ka square is there, here 3 ka square is there. What is now this 2 and this 5. That means to make a perfect square, I have to multiply 2 also, I have to multiply 5 also. That means if I want to find the perfect square, the number required will be 2 square, so we have only 3 square we have, and we have 2 5s are, that is 10. So to make a perfect square, to multiply one more 10, the answer will be 4 into 9, 36 into 100, 3600. That means the perfect square they asked, not square root. Perfect square which will be divisible by 8, 9, 10. Obviously, if they just ask me what is the number which is divisible by 8, 9, 10, 15, then the answer would have been the same. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40 and 49 is 360. 360 is the answer where all the numbers are divisible. But they've asked me what perfect square. So I will just see what is missing for perfect square 2 and 5. I have multiplied 10. 10 is 2 5 are 10. And now I got perfect square. So this is the answer.